Hello, my name is Ilona, and in this video I just want to take a look at the energy of July. I've never done this before, so this is a new experiment for me. I've created a card reading, which means that I'm going to do four rows, but three cards for the financial energies of July, three cards for the political situation, three cards for health-wise, and three cards for the media. So in total 12 cards, and I just want to see what the cards will tell me about July. So I'm going to start with first the financial situation in July. Let's see the financial. We have the 10 of Swords. We have the Death card, that's interesting. And we have the 3 of Wands. Political, we have the 6 of Cups. The 8 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. Then we have health, we have the Knight of Cups. We have the Strength card. And we have the 9 of Wands. And then for the media, we have the Justice card. The Fool. And the 7 of Swords. So this is interesting. So I'm going to start with financially. This looks like things are ending. This usually is a drastic ending. So I have a feeling that we're going to see things collapsing, especially with this Death card. We are already noticing markets are crashing or falling apart. Well, they haven't crashed yet, but they're very close. Things are just not going as they should, so to speak, in the financial market, at least not by the black energies. They obviously want this to keep this, to continue this, because it's their system, and this system is falling apart. So I think we're going to see more and more falling apart, may even crash in July, May. But this is a process that's been going on for a while now, the Death card. It's a major arcana card, so it takes time. But we are really going to see financial hits and BlackRock losing a lot of money, and just in general that companies are falling apart. So this is very interesting, especially with this card. Of course, a lot of people are financially in horrible situations because of all the food prices and things like that. We have to wait and see. This is a wait and see. It's almost like we're just going to see where things will go. I think ultimately the new system, of course, if the old system falls, there will be a new system, quantum financial system. But I have a feeling that July is really going to be, it could really lead to a crash. It's a possibility, certainly with this energy. This is a radical change. But the Death card is usually a gradual change, but we are already watching the failure of the systems. So I think this is just going to be, we're going to see more and more crashes, at least companies falling apart, losing stocks, prices will go down. That is for the stocks. Obviously, we will see, of course, some prices will go up, but it's a wait and see. But there is also an ending. So hopefully in July, the old system will crash and the new system will be, will come into play. But that's difficult to say right now if that will immediately be replaced. July will be a month where we'll just watch things unraveling. Like I said, there could be a very radical change, but with the Death card, it could take some time. But we are really watching the collapse of the old financial system. We're already seeing it, but we'll be seeing more crashes. Hopefully it will completely crash. Like I've said before, when it crashes, it will seem like we've lost everything, but we have to wait and see. Not fall into desperation because there's another system. It's already being presented in certain countries like Russia, the gold-backed system, the quantum financial system. So don't despair if everything is falling apart. But like I say, this is an interesting card. This is very radical. This is like very sudden. And this is a card of taking time, a longer period. So we really are watching it completely fall apart in July. Then we have politically. I think we're going to see more and more things connected to children that will come out. We, of course, are now with the Roe versus Wade, the procedure. We are getting information out about what's going on. But we're going to see more and more information about certain rings, certain things they do with children. There's now a focus on what's going on with the borders in the USA and where it's used, that it is being used for trafficking children. So there's more and more emphasis politically on the children part and on people finally understanding how trapped they've been and really they can step out of it. So we're moving away from these old systems as well. This is the Eight of Cups. This is a card of making a conscious, how do you say this? A conscious choice to step away from something that just doesn't feel right anymore. And I feel more and more people are really going to feel that the governments are just not good for us, and we need to create something completely new. We need to move away from these old systems. You can see it in the Netherlands, obviously. The farmers are really standing up. You see it around the world. People are standing up. We don't want this anymore, and that's very important. So politically, more things about children will come out, and stepping away from these systems, people realizing how trapped they've been and what the government's really been doing for them all these years. So I think there's going to be more anger coming out, more frustration, injustices, but it's important for people to see what's been going on so they can finally start moving away from this. So there's still a lot of people that believe that the government is here to help us. They're not. So these people they're waking up now. More and more people are waking up around the world. So politically, moving away from old systems, things with children will come to the forefront now. More about the trafficking, what's going on, what's been going on in clinics. I think more of that will come out, and then people will start to realize as well what's been going on. So that's politically. Then we have health. Well, they're probably going to try the old thing. They're trying in the Netherlands as well. There's going to be another wave. We have to go back to the old restrictions, voices like that, just to how do you say this? Trigger people with that old pain, making them scared again for what's been going on the past 2 years. I don't think it's going to work at all. I think people will see this as an opportunity to step up into their own strength. I think a lot of people pretty much had enough of everything that's been going on the past 2 years. I noticed it in the Netherlands, and I just saw some clips from Canada where people are standing up. People are more than sick of all these passes they want to return to. They want to, here in the Netherlands, want to return to this system on the phone, so that people can check where you've been or if you've been in contact with other people. Well, what's been going on for the past 2 years. They're trying to get back to it. It's not going to work. I think this will be an opportunity for people to really say enough is enough. I think a lot of people see through things. We get a lot of, more articles, and more people are speaking out about the horrific restrictions, really completely unnecessary. More and more people are speaking out. Doctors are speaking out. That is so important, and people from the medical profession are now speaking out. And of course, things are coming out about the wasp sting, about the damages. The fertility rate has dropped drastically since starting the wasp stings. People are connecting the dots. So I think more and more, they will be connecting to the strength, and people will start to begin to understand what's really been going on. So that's very, very important. Things are changing in a big way probably. Health-wise, I think more and more people are stepping into their own power and not accepting these old pains that the governments are trying to create again, these old plays. It's being played. People now know what's going on. That's why it's so important to show people what really happens. People have seen now that they've been locked in their own homes. They've seen around the world how awful it can get. This is really a wake-up call for people. Do we want to return to that again? So this is health-wise, and the media, well, this is interesting. We have justice, we've got the Fool, and we've got the Seven of Swords. So there's still some people in the media think they're going to get away with it. This is like sneakily walking away. It's not going to happen. New energy is coming in and justice is being served. So I think the media will not have a lot of choice left. They will have to start following and reporting what the white hats want them to report. There are still some energies there. To me, this still feels like the biggest area. The dark energy still has some influences, but it's dwindling. It's dwindling. And the Fool is new energies, new people are standing up, more people are listening to alternative media now than to the regular media. They are losing control, they are losing viewership, people don't believe them anymore. And justice, like I said, is being served. So I think in the media, things are going to change in July. So more and more truths will come out, I think worldwide. We are already seeing it. Even here in the Netherlands, there are some certain items that people are now talking about that's like unheard of a couple of months ago. And it's so important. We need to get rid of these people that still think that they can hold on to some power. We still have some dark energies. It could be that they are being forced in a way by the white hats to roll out their agenda. So more and more people are waking up. It is also possible that they really are completely programmed and they don't know anything else or how else to respond. So they're still holding on to what they think they've got and they think they're going to get away with it. They're not. No one is going to get away with it. So this is very important. So to me, things are happening financially in July. So it could get very dramatic in July. Then we have politically, people are moving away from the government and are getting rid of this very victimhood they felt for so long. They are stepping away from that feeling like they're not in control, the government is in control. We are in control, and people are starting to realize that. So they're stepping away from that, they're moving away from that. Health-wise, they will try to create fear and panic again. They'll try to, that old pain, they try to trigger that. They'll try to get people to follow restrictions again. That's at least in the Netherlands here, they're talking about that. It's not going to work. People will really, this will just be enough. Enough is enough. So more people are really returning to their own strength and their own power. And that's very important. And I also think more things about the wasp sting are coming out and what the effect really is. And then of course the media, it's really changing in July. I think more and more things are coming out, more truths. I don't think they have another choice. There is also this new energy. The Fool is like open for everything. Like I've said, there are still some energies there that are trying to get away with it. They're not going to get away with it. So I find this very interesting for July. Well, thank you for watching and hope to see you in another video. Bye.